Hey folks, welcome back to Cape In Today. Today, Heather and I are joined by Jenny Santomauro. She's a community librarian at Sawyer Free Library, and she's here to talk about a new five-part series on portraits of dementia. How are you, Jenny?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us about the series and how this all came about.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So the Gloucester Lyceum and Sawyer Free Library are very excited to present this five-part free educational series on dementia called Of Sound Mind. So it's going to be kicking off in February and go through May. We have a great variety of programs. So starting in February, we have photographer Joe Wallace, who's going to be showing his photographs of people living with dementia in our Matz Gallery, and then also giving a talk on February 5th about his process. And then in March, April, and May, we have coming up Dr. Andrew Budson, who is the head of the Boston Center for Memory. He's going to give a presentation about healthy cognitive aging. And then we have a presentation on a picture book called Hilda's Story that's geared towards an audience of people who are living with dementia, and then also people who are caring for people living with dementia.
Hmm,
In addition to all of that, we have Dementia Friends is going to give a presentation, and then Senior Care is also going to give a presentation. And we'll have a volunteer from Senior Care at each of these events every month to answer questions and offer resources.
gotcha.
So, Jenny, we interviewed Joe Wallace, and it was really interesting. And those portraits are so beautiful. I really hope people can get to see his show, if not his talk, because he speaks really well about it. But where did this whole series? What was the background for this series?
So it was really the brainchild of the Gloucester Lyceum, which is a group, it's a committee of the library who comes up with these wonderful programming ideas. And they kind of look at what's happening in the community and see how the library can respond. So they wanted to do this, or we wanted to do this as a series so that we could really foster kind of a long-term communication in the community, offer these resources to people so they can kind of see what's out there because it's such a prominent condition. I think it's 1 in 10 adults over 65 have dementia, and then that goes up to 1 in 3 when you're above 85. So it's something that so many people deal with. So I think we really wanted to respond to that.
And I know in Joe's series, there are two local people who are featured as portraits, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those portraits will be hanging in the Matz Gallery in the library for the full month of February.
Great.
So, Jenny, how do people participate? Is this in person and virtual? Are there those components to this?
Good question. So as it stands right now, all the events, which you can find actually on the calendar at sawyerfreelibrary.org. So as it stands now, they're all going to be in person, but we're looking at offering hybrid options so we can kind of respond to how things are going with COVID. But as for now, it's all in person.
So, and Joe's talk is actually coming up. What time is that? And that is in person also? Is that
Yes,
right?
that will be in person. It's going to be on the main floor of the library, and it will be at 2 p.m. This Saturday, February 5th. I think we're all kind of touched by this. Everyone has at least knows someone or knows someone who's living with dementia. So I think that we just wanted to give an opportunity for people in the community to come somewhere locally where they can get that information and get a good variety. So we have Dr. Budson, who's talking about ways that you can live with Alzheimer's and dementia. The Alzheimer's Association is going to come and give a talk, I think in April, but check the calendar, about the warning signs. And then with Siobhan McDonald's picture book presentation, Hilda's Story, kind of coming at it from a literary or artistic angle. So we wanted to show all the different kind of angles to this disease, and then the different ways that people respond and live with it.
Interesting.
So again, people can get all the information about the lectures. Do we call them lectures? I think we do, right?
We
Conversation.
call them lectures. We call them programs, lectures.
Okay, all right. And that would be at sawyerfreelibrary.org, right?
That's correct.
Great,
Perfect.
great.
Anything else, Jenny?
I think that's it. I hope people come. We want to, welcome everyone to these incredible programs.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. Excuse me. And as Joe had said, it's so many people are touched by this. Young people sometimes are beginning to show symptoms. It's a genetic problem in some families. So it's really an important issue, right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Mm.
Well, Jenny, we thank you for your time and thank you for Sawyer Free's efforts throughout all this big, important series running through May, you said, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, thanks. All right, keep us posted. Maybe we'll check in with you as the program unfolds, and you can give us some updates there on how things are going and how people can further participate.
That would be great. Yeah, thank you both so much for taking the time today.
Thanks,
you.
Jenny. This episode of Cape Ann Today is brought to you by J&L Welding.
Interested in a sponsorship? Email sponsor@1623studios.org to learn more.